Are they going to be like, think that I'm worth coming or worth the value that I am because I can't shout it out? Or what are the people who work with me going to think? And I just started thinking like, oh, that's what I bring to the table, right? So will I continue to get the opportunity, or will people be disappointed, or will people still want me? And I know that seems funny and that seems silly, but that was actually like so real. And I didn't even know that I had that thought. And I didn't even know I was kind of wrapping some of my identity around that until I took it away. And I think if we get honest with ourselves for a second, is there something in your life that if it were taken away, you might feel that your value was taken with it? Is there something that can be taken away that you've wrapped your identity around in a little too much? And what's interesting is, as I was talking to my mom about this week, my mom is such a legend. She's such a rock star. She's just got it going on. And I learned so much from her. And so I'm sharing with her kind of what I'm going to share at this conference. And I'm talking about what I bring to the table. And I'm talking about social media. And I'm like, I really struggle with this. And my mom said, Sadie, I'm so glad you told me that, because honestly, I had a conversation this last week where I felt like what I was bringing to the table wasn't worth very much. I didn't feel worthy of being in the conversation. And then she started talking about the things that her identity's gotten wrapped up in and what she feels like is valuable and what she brings. And so I think that that's just something as women we can relate to, that there might be something that we've just put a little bit too much emphasis on. And the thing is, that's what I did with that girl's mom. I said, yeah, I'll give you what I can bring. I'm so happy that I can bring this to the table, but she didn't need me to bring that to the table. She needed me to bring her daughter's name to the Lord. And so I want to encourage us women that the most powerful thing we can bring to the table in our lives is our relationship with the Father. And so there is no reason for you to ever be insecure again, walking into a room, walking into a situation, walking into a ministry moment, feeling like you don't bring enough to the table, because in every single conversation, on every single phone call, on every single lunch date, on every single hosting opportunity, and every single moment you're leading with your family or leading at work, what you bring to the table is a relationship with the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. What you bring to the table is a relationship with the great I am. But to be in relationship with the creator of the universe, what do you need? Prayer. You actually have to be in relationship. You actually have to be in conversation, in communication. And so that's why today we're talking about prayer. So let me bring full clarity to what I'm saying. Prayer is what we bring to the table. Prayer is the most valuable thing. Why? Because prayer brings the power of God. See, you can have every connection the world has to offer, but if you don't have a connection to God, then you don't have power to bring to the table. You see, Jesus was actually the perfect example to us of prayer and how to pray and how to connect to God. And it's crazy because you think, well, Jesus is God, right? Jesus was God, yes. But Jesus was also fully man when he came to earth. And I love how when Jesus prayed, you know what's so cool? We're about to read all these scriptures where Jesus prayed, but he didn't go to God with a tone of like, God to God, right? Like, all right, God to God, let's talk about some things. No, he didn't do that, which could have been cool to see. But no, he went to God like son to father, like man to God. And so he's the perfect example to us on how to pray. And what's so cool is Jesus could have literally brought anything to any table that he wanted to bring, just being Jesus.